way up on stage, man. Stage light? Can you have enough light there to read? No? Well, I'm never in a shadow, but okay, here we go. 3. Good evening. The rain has stopped. Yay. I'm so glad. This next piece, I had usually every year I offer the students, the seniors, a chance to do a solo if they want. And this year, 2 of them chose to do their own compositions. So this is Brian Smith's composition here on the end, Beneath Force, and hopefully you'll like it. you are leaving the stage. And then chamber it. That's a weapon.
Do I need to stand on your arm?
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Julie Case, and I am treasurer for POPS, Portage Orchestra Parents. That is your parent booster organization for all of our orchestras here in Portage Public Schools. We have a couple of very quick housekeeping issues to take care of tonight. Number one, we have 11 uniforms that we're still waiting to have turned in. So if you know that your student still has it at home, please make arrangements to bring it in to Mr. Hazen as quickly as possible. Second, we currently have 2 vacancies on our board of directors for this coming school year. We are looking to fill our vice president and secretary position. We do at this time have a nominee for vice president. That is Barbara Zufall. I would like to formally nominate Barbara Zufall at this time. Do I have a second for our nomination? Thank you. By show of hands, all of those who approve? Any opposed? The ayes have it. Congratulations, Barbara Zufall, our new vice president. Yay! If anyone here is interested in serving on the board of directors for this coming school year, please see Margot Staunton, our president, or myself out in the lobby this evening after the concert, and we'll be happy to talk to you. We'll take all the help we can get. And finally, one last piece of business. For any of you that may not be aware, the great, the fantastic Mr. Leo Hazen is retiring at the end of this school year. Mr. Hazen, it has been our pleasure. We are eternally grateful for your camaraderie, your guidance, your musicianship, the joy that you've brought to these kids, and the way that you have impacted their lives now and will have forever touched them going forward. Happy retirement.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be having cake and refreshments in the lobby immediately following the performance tonight, so please join us. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the concert.
This is also another student composition by Jacob. We played one of his last year, and this year I thought, what the heck, he'd rather do a composition than a solo, and that means I don't have to write out a whole bunch of solos. So I said, fine, that's a great job, good, do it. So hopefully you'll enjoy Flight. This is Parker. He's been very faithful, very loyal. He loves orchestra, and I love the thing about him the most is that we share this thing called sarcasm. And we have a great time with it. And whenever I need to say some biting words underneath my breath, Parker is the one who I usually say it to, because I know I'm safe at everything. So he's been with 7 years, loyal, not missed a semester or anything like that, I don't think either. So I wanted to say thanks so much for all your work and hard effort and everything, and I appreciate it very much. I'll love you, I'll miss you.
Been a great teacher, my
This is Alex. Alex has had to work so hard to play cello. I mean, forever. He's worked so hard. He never gives up. He always is optimistic. Even when it sounds like crap, he'll go right back the next day and play it again. And it was real interesting the other day. We were getting together, running their little duet. And I thought, gosh, that's pretty rough here, you know? And I realized, well, they just haven't seen it. And the following day, the chamber orchestra was rehearsing, and it was just like 3 or 4 cellos. And I listened to them both, and like, wow, they're just playing everything. They're just tearing it up. So it was just amazing to see how far you've come. And you've had to work really hard for everything, and I'm proud of you, I tell you what, okay? And I miss you, and good luck to you, and thanks for all your hard work and efforts. Awesome. This is Liz.
Hello.
She's shy, can you tell? Liz has, again, been one of these very, very faithful, loyal kids all the years long. She works very hard at it, and it's a difficult thing for her to play music. She is definitely challenged, aren't you? Your concentration alone, and I think that's what's one of the best things about music for her is that it's really focused her, and she's really like striving in so many other artistic ways now because she stayed in orchestra. She also personally took care of all of the shirt and t-shirt orders for the last year or two for not only the high school but the middle school, and I want to say how appreciative I am of that because I hate doing money and things like that, and she kept me on task. So you'll be greatly missed. I can't wait to see where you're going to end up in the future. Love you.
I'll bring it in. You need to get it? Are you sure?
I'm positive. I don't want that in my hair. Oh.
It's from the bases.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. This is Brian, or Luke, or whatever he wants to be called by. A couple years he was Brian, a couple years he was Luke, now he's back to Brian again. So Brian's been very faithful and again, takes much pride in playing the bass and organizing his section and making sure the section sounds good. He's very, again, all of these seniors are incredibly loyal. I mean, I'm just always amazed at their loyalty. He's been an excellent leader for that whole capacity too and made sure anything that needs to be done gets done. When I give him a job, I absolutely know it's done. I don't have to think about it. He became an Eagle Scout this year too, which is... So there's many, many positives. The only negative is he goes to the wrong high school for the other 6 hours of the day, but 5 hours of the day. But he comes over every day, and I'm very thankful for it. Congratulations. I miss you, and I love you.
You just have to get 2 years after this.
I'm sure you do. This is Jacob. He's, again, been very faithful and loyal, and he is multi-talented musically. He plays in band, he plays oboe in band, too, equally well, and he's held down the viola section all year long with Will, which I appreciate. And he sees things differently, and it's really neat. I know I mentioned it to some people about a couple years ago. He found, what was that choral piece?
Oh, Carol of the Bells.
Carol of the Bells, done by somebody. Pentatonics. He thought, why can't we do this? And I thought, well, I don't know, why can't we? You know, and he found the music, and we sang it and played it with the choir, and it was like one of the neatest musical experiences I've had for collage concerts. And again, he pushes the envelope for what he can and can't do. So I really appreciate you and your leadership, and I hope you don't try to become a composer full-time, because you no money in that at all. I love it. Just briefly, I just want to say how much I appreciate high school, because I hear crap all day long in the middle schools, and it's just so lovely to come here and make music. I'm sure we could always make better music, but it's just wonderful for me to have that opportunity to come here. The other thing that I think I will miss the most is just the relationships that I've had with all these kids. I mean, 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, 4 years. You can't take that back, I guess, and ultimately, when I die, I hope that I've left a mark, a good positive mark, and these are my people. These are my peeps. Really, quite honestly, it's probably the best first or second best orchestra I've ever had here. So it's really a delight to be able to play with them, and to have a viola section of size, to have a bass section that can play. The cellos are solid. I've had to shush the second violin so many times this year because they were playing too loud. So I've been very lucky and fortunate to have such a wonderful balance of people and kids too. I want to thank you for putting up with me and your kids, especially when they were sixth graders learning how to play. Those days are painful. I want to definitely thank my colleagues, Mr. Bartz, Mr. Jordan, Ms. Holso, and all of my administrators that are here that are the best administrators because they basically just leave me alone and don't come and see me. And what better boss can that be, So I appreciate that very much. Now, I have one more favor to ask. I've wanted to do this for the last 15 years. Is it okay if I make a subtle change in attire for my last song? All right, here we go.
Seniors up here. Where are the seniors at?
Okay, so we all here.
Get up here. Come on, guys. I think this is for you.
I think so too. I don't want to conduct with it though, Wrong sign. Wrong.
So the seniors would like to congratulate Hazen on being the best orchestra teacher ever. We all work together to get all these bananas and get a picture of us framed, all the senior class.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I want pictures too. I want their pictures too. Okay, parents, make sure I get one.
Oh, wait, can you conduct with one of the bananas?
No. It's hard enough to conduct this next one.
Okay, so
Speak loud.
I don't need that. Okay, so I'm gonna use it. So real quick, I want to invite Cameron and Amy to come up here real quick. Also, where'd Jacob go?
He's here.
Oh, you're up there. Yeah. Parker's here. Jaden? I have the other. Okay. And just all right, so as many of you know, this is Mr. Hazen's last year, and as Mr. Hazen's last orchestra, we wanted to give him this. Open it. So on it is a plaque. Well, it's not on it, but it's a plaque of a class photo of everyone in the orchestra.
Cool. That's really cool.
With the class. And
Really cool.
with certain people, they have ties on. And on the back has the signature of every orchestra member according to each section. Cool. And so we're also going to give these to you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. That's very cool. Excellent. Thank you. Very good. Thank you.
Keep clapping for Mr. Hazen. He deserves every single one.
Great. Fond memory. Very nice, man. All right. Thank you.
We're gonna miss you, Mr. Hazen.
All right. like volunteer?